What's up, y'all? This is Big Boss Calvin 83. Uh, well, obviously, a month ago, Lena Dunham actually made an apology to Aurora Perinu. I don't know how to say the last name correctly, so I'm doing my best, okay? So, my thing is this, and I'm pretty sure. Here's my thing. Fuck Lena Dunham. Fuck that kike bitch. Yeah, I said it. I would love just to meet up with Adolf Hitler, go back in time, work with Hitler, and get that bitch and beat the shit out of her, and just beat her with an axe, chainsaw, and put her in a goddamn Hitler's oven. Yeah, I fucking said it. I hate this bitch with her racist ass. And do not give me that. Oh, I'm Jewish. No, no, no. I'm sick and tired of these Jewish motherfuckers using that I'm a Jew. You're not even first of all, you're not Jewish. Okay? There's nothing Jewish about you. The original Jews are melanated people who look like me and darker than me with that coarse, curly hair. Okay? Those are the original Jews. Not these pasty, pale-skinned monkey, rat-infested hood rat trail park devils that you see right here. Not these Passover bitches that you see right here. Not this Passover eating, who should have died. Her bloodline should have died in the goddamn Holocaust. And I wish the Holocaust would have got her ass too. Okay? Fuck, Lena Dunham ain't goddamn sorry. She's sorry that she got called out. Let's keep it 1,000 with her selective outrage. But she was in it. She's always out to get black men and black people, specifically black men. And she wants to use black women for her agenda. Then when she gets, then just like these kike motherfuckers, all of a sudden when they get caught and called out and be held accountable, I'm Jewish. Like they want to hide behind that bullshit. I'm a woman, especially if I'm a woman. I'm a white Jewish woman. Oh, no, you cannot hold me accountable. You're anti-Semitic. What the fuck? Why? Because we called you out on your bullshit? Get the fuck out of here. They're always pulling that anti-Semitic card, that Jewish card, I'm a woman card. Especially these Jewish cunts. These Jewish bitches always pulling that shit. I'm from Jersey, okay? I know how to get down. This piece of shit, low-life bitch, I hope she died from 4th stage cancer and diabetes too. Yeah, I fucking said it. Yes, I'm going to keep wishing death and harm and keep advocating them getting that disease and dying from terminal illnesses and coming up missing or found dead in the river somewhere or burnt alive. Yeah, I fucking said it. These so-called feminists ain't really feminists. First of all, Caucasian females, rather they identify as Jewish, rather they identify as Catholic, rather if they identify as Christian, rather they identify as those low-life kikes, them Jews. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all this, man. They are on team, quote unquote, white supremacy, team white supremacy. They do not give a damn about the so-called plight of women. First of all, these Western bitches don't have no goddamn plight except the black woman. Black men have a worse plight. As men, we don't have no power. We we are disadvantaged and disenfranchised because of feminism. Because the Caucasian supremacists say, okay, we're gonna make the Caucasian females, especially that Jew, a minority when they are the fucking majority in this establishment in the USA and in the UK. Yes, I said in Western Europe. Okay? These Caucasian bitches don't give a damn about women. They give a damn about their own agenda. They're not going to destroy and dismantle white patriarchy because they will lose their white privilege. They will lose their pedestal. They will lose their power too. These bitches cannot survive without racism. They expect these sons of bitches, these sons of these pale bitches And these bitches who birth them, they always are rewarding them to be a goddamn terrorist, a goddamn thug. And let me tell y'all something. Before I start reading, because I don't want to go off on this long ass tangent. I am so sick and tired of you dumbass black males on social media talking about, well, white women make better choices than men. White women don't date fucks. That's a goddamn lie. What the fuck are you talking about? Caucasian females, the white female, the so-called white woman, they date terrorists. They date thugs. They fuck with rapists, murderers, rapists, colonizers. They're the colonizer. I mean, being a colonizer and enslaving and running a sex traffic ring, and being a goddamn pedophile. Actually, that pedophilia came from white females. All these females sleeping with these underage boys in school, especially these white female teachers, or in the goddamn daycare. Sick as a goddamn motherfucker. Every time I log on this bitch, I get sick to my goddamn stomach. And then I got these dumbass males saying, well, I wish that was me. I wish a woman would come on to me. An older woman will come on to my ass and take advantage of me. You know, and then you wonder why we don't get taken seriously as men in general, regardless of our ethnicity. You know, you okay with a female rapist, a female pedophile, and you got these women raping other women, but that don't get called out because of the gay community. The lesbian community, actually lesbians, gay females got way more power than the gay male, and to believe it or not, actually the Caucasian supremacists, the homosexual Caucasian supremacists got way more juice and power than the original heterosexual Caucasian supremacist. That's no lie. Lesbians got way more juice, especially them white females, gay or straight, got way more power, more than ever before. Sorry for the interruption. Ah, man. It just sucks sometimes when you don't have your own space. And plus, when you're tied up with a lot of responsibilities outside of traditional work, as I do have. Anyway, let me just read this because I'm trying my best because I read this, but I had to like chill the fuck out. So, and plus I got tied up. You know how that go. But let me just read this because she's full of it. I did something inexcusable, Dunham writes in her guest editor letter for the Hollywood Reporter's Woman Entertainment issue of Defending Girls writer Murray Miller. That's the rapist, okay? That's that punk rapist thug. He's a kike too. And I think, man, and I'll say it like this. I don't understand my people. I don't even understand the father. You know that dude who's on that best man who had those locks, those long locks. I'm not gonna say dreadlocks because that's a derogatory term. He had that dark skinned brother on the best man 1 and 2. His daughter got raped by Murray Miller. I don't understand us as people. How come y'all ain't going after these dudes? How come you ain't going after these bitches? How come you ain't going after these sons of bitches? And how come you ain't going after these evil ass, wicked ass bitches? Known as the Caucasian female. And especially these Jewish chicks. And these Jewish males doing us dirty. They are not our friends. My people, they're not our friends. My thing is, if it was up to me, I'd put them back in Hitler's oven and roast them, and I'm gonna burn to death and cut them with a goddamn chainsaw and cut them up with an axe. And they'll first beat the crap out of him, but then shoot him up and then beat him up and then just cut him up and just roast him. Yeah, roast him and feed him to the animals. Yeah, I said it. He both those motherfuckers, Murray Miller, that rapist, and Lena Dunham, who's actually aiding and abetting, who's an accessory to that shit, both need to be in Hitler's oven. They need to get their ass beat. especially Lena Dunham. I want to hold off on that. Let me just finish. I mean, accused of sexually assaulting an actress. Actually, it's a violent rape. This is the thing. Why don't you just call it rape? Why is it when a Caucasian male commits a sex crime against a woman of color? Why is it called sexual assault, or just a Caucasian male, rather they're Jewish or just the typical Caucasian Anglo-Saxon? Why is it called sexual assault? But when black men are accused of something, it's rape. That, you notice that, right? When white females, especially these white female teachers and just white females, when they rape black men, drug them up and take advantage of them or force him to have sex with her, it's not called rape. It's just or just assault or they make it seem like she's just being horny and she's just being sexually free. She's just thirsty, but it's an innocent type of thirst. She's just showing love and all that type of crap. Or she's just lonely. There's a bunch of there's so many excuses when these Caucasians, especially these Caucasian females, alongside their Caucasian male counterparts, there's so many excuses when they commit these evil ass acts. You know what I'm saying? It's just mind boggling as hell. They can just get away with it. But when it's a man of color, a black man, oh, it's rape. And they just slam this brother, and I'll come to find out, oh, she lied. Especially when that black man is falsely accused by that Caucasian female, mainly, and other non-black chicks. And then you got them self-hating coon, Negro peeing bitches who like to falsely accuse black men of rape too. Get on that team white supremacy swore with massa. I gotta call that out too. Like remember what happened to Brian Banks? Remember what happened to that brother that former NBA player back in the who played during the 80s, and I think he retired during the 90s. He played for the Spurs. He was mainly known as a Spurs ball player, and got falsely accused by that black chick, that coon black chick, and his life was fucked up. I was like, they call this dude a rapist and all that stuff, but when this comes to white males, they try to just like it's a mistake or he just nothing, he got mental illness, all that type of shit. When it's a white female, oh, she's horny, she's lonely, and she's just trying to find that in a girl, that type of crap. My thing is this. My thing is this. Lena Dunham is a goddamn accessory. She knew about this and didn't do anything, but she's a feminist. She's anti-rape. No, 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 no. Nah. Here's the truth about females, pale females like Lena Dunham. They don't care if women of color get raped by their male counterparts. White white females, white identified females, especially them Jewish chicks. They do not care in the world if a black woman gets raped by a Caucasian male. They don't care if her Jewish male counterpart is a rapist and rapes black women. They only care if it happens to them. They're okay with white males raping women of color, especially black women. But when it comes, and they're even okay if they're raping other women who got the same pale skin as they do. As long as they got money and can make them laugh and entertain them and got that status, oh, they don't care. You know, but what irritates me about her. She slammed Bill Cosby. She slammed other black men like Anthony Anderson, Jamie Foxx with that Me Too bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got that black politician. I don't recall his name. And other black men in the Hollywood industry, in the Hollywood arena. Okay. Now, but Lena Dunham is amazing because Lena Dunham
actually bragged about sexually assaulting her younger sister, molesting her sister. She bragged about it, y'all. She put marbles in her vagina. Her younger sister's vagina did all just molested her when she was growing up. But she got the audacity to talk about anti-rape, but she's a rapist too, and a goddamn pedophile too. And she defends white males who are pedophiles and rapists and shit, and has a shitload of excuses when white females, especially these white Jewish chicks, sexually assault black boys, rape black men, and shame black coerce black men to fucking them, or they lie on them and fuck their lives up. She's okay with women lying on men and then saying, "Oh, at 2% of the time." Where the hell did you get that stat from? I got receipts. I got footage. I got documentation. The fact of the matter is, she's not saying anything about Caroline Bryant Dunham, who lied on Emmett Till and got him brutally murdered, beaten, and lynched and shit and castrated. She ain't calling that out, and it's not demanding that she do time in prison. But she's okay with Cosby doing prison time. She's not saying nothing about Brett Kavanaugh. She may say it here and there, but she ain't being aggressive like she was going after black men in Hollywood, in the entertainment industry, the rap industry. Black Lives, she ain't call and slamming black men. Black Lives Matter. She went after Odell Beckham Jr. A few years ago. She went after Odell Beckham Jr. and lied on him and accused him of making a pass at her, and then slamming him, calling him shallow, and she's getting an attitude in her feelings and saying, "Oh, he thinks I'm ugly. He ain't checking for me." First, I'm like, this chick is crazy as hell. She would never do that to another Caucasian male. I don't understand about Caucasian females. Whether they are Jewish or they're the typical traditional Anglo-Saxon. Let me say it like this: whether they are identified as so-called Jewish when they're not really Jews, and the traditional Anglo-Saxon Caucasian female. What I don't understand is Caucasian males can call you fat. They can cuss your ass out. They can lay hands on you. They can rape you. They can harm your kids, kill your children, kill you or just people in your family. And y'all don't slam them. Y'all blame it on black folk. Y'all blame it on the black man. When there's mass shootings of these white males, quote unquote white male teens specifically, and white males, young and old, shooting up restaurants, bars, schools, movie theaters, college campuses, bombing health clinics, hospitals, shooting up hospitals, and killing masses of people in the streets, which is an act of terrorism, raping multiple women, killing multiple women. I mean, she didn't say nothing about that Caucasian male who was a known misogynist in Florida. I think it was a yoga instructor, and he killed a bunch of women. She didn't say nothing about She never called out George Sedini back in the day. That was like almost it's a decade ago when he went into a Planet Fitness because he couldn't get a date. George Sedini was racist. Yes, I did. I did at the time before I became woke and conscious. Yes, I did kind of. I didn't rationalize what George Sedini did back at that time when I was when I was with that TFL, that online fake ass TFL movement, True Force Loneliness. I did empathize with George Sedini, but I did not excuse what he did. You know what I'm saying? When I realized and did more research about George Sedini being racist towards black people, and he and then all of a sudden wanted to do harm to black folk. Yes, in his blog, yes. When George Sedini shot up and killed those women and planned to do that, he got a pass. Yes, he got slammed, but everybody had sympathy for him and empathy at the same time. Can you imagine a black man doing the same thing? Would they give him the benefit of the doubt? Oh, he had mental illness. Oh, would they feel sorry for him? Would they make excuses? No. We're Caucasians. Oh, I'm gay. You cannot hold me accountable. Oh, I had a hard life. I was abused. I was raped. But there's no evidence of that, and there's no reports and documentation, no hospital visits, no rape kit that says that states that you were raped. There's no proof of anything. You're just coming out of your ass. Oh, it's like everything with Caucasians. They always cry every time when they are held accountable, about to be punished and held accountable. Y'all motherfuckers in this establishment and worldwide, because Caucasian supremacy is global. When they cry their white tears, their fake ass white tears, then y'all feel sorry. Oh, they got mental health issues. Oh, they had a hard life. First of all, if they're white, they don't have no hard nothing. They don't know nothing about struggle. They don't know what it's like to be disrespected constantly and demeaned and be targeted and bullied and abused constantly, and you don't get no justice and getting murdered and slaughtered in the streets and seeing that pain and suffering and rape and pillage all the fucking time and not being taken seriously because of the color of your skin. They don't know what it's like to be racially profiled. They don't know what it's like to have the cops called on them. They don't know what it's like to be pulled over by the police and be terrorized and threatened to be jumped and shit. Okay? They they don't know what it's like to be when you just could be walking down the street, somebody can accuse you of something and you're shot down or gunned down by the police, the FBI, military and shit. Be calling nigger all the time. Y'all convince me. I don't feel sorry for y'all. I feel nothing when bad shit happens to these Caucasians. I don't give a damn about their struggle, dysfunctional families, because y'all broke up our families with these laws and shit and these and welfare, feminism, the gay agenda. Y'all you broke up black families prior to that and still doing it to this day. Now when y'all get a taste of adversity, you get a taste of injustice. You can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jewish. I'm a woman. What the fuck does that got to do? You're a grown ass. You are grown a person. You're a grown ass man. You're a grown ass woman. You're an adult, man or woman. Even if you're a child, you know right from wrong. You deserve to get your ass beat. You deserve to be punished. You need to be held accountable. That's how it is. But you want to hold other when people are accused. You want to hold other people who you think are in the wrong. You want to hold them accountable, or you just say, oh, because of the color of their skin, you deserve to be punished. Just that. We don't want to hear your side of the story. We don't want to hear, even if you got evidence to get yourself out of that situation or get to be proved to be innocent. We want to punish you because you're black. You know what I'm saying? Lena Dunham should be ashamed of herself, talking all that shit about black people, always taking jabs at black people. Black people have not never done anything. Then all of a sudden she getting in her feelings because a black man ain't checking for her. The bitch is fat as hell, need to lose some damn weight and be attractive. A lot of Caucasian chicks who are overweight think, oh, if I can't get a Caucasian male, I could get a black man because they think because I'm white, I'm good enough. And that's the problem, and that's the issue I have for a lot of Negroes who swirl. Right, you a female who likes Caucasian males, or you're a black male who likes Caucasian females. Right, you a black female who loves Caucasian males, or a black male who loves Caucasian females. Basically, if you're a swirl, if you're a bed wench or a bed buck, and be proud of it. See, a lot of you don't understand when you mess around with these folks and get intimate with them, they feel they don't have to bring anything to the table. They think because I'm white, they're white and they got pale skin, you should just accept them for who the hell they are. They feel entitled to us, but we got to bring everything to the table to them. You know what I'm saying? And then they get arrogant. Why would you want to lay up with somebody who benefits from your pain and suffering and oppression and depression and being constantly repressed and dismissed and used and abused and disrespected, being demeaned, being exploited, being terrorized all the goddamn time, and your life don't matter to these folks. They don't care about you like that. You think because they want to have sex with you that they love you? Are you serious? You think because they date you that they're non-racist? That's bullshit. Or you think because they got mixed kids that they're not racist? Or they got somebody in their family, a sibling dating somebody black, or have black people in their family that they're not racist? Get the fuck out of here. They're still on team white supremacy. They still got white privilege. Okay, I digress. Lena Dunham is proud of. I mean, she falsely accused Odell Beckham Jr. for something he didn't do, and then slammed him saying, "Oh, he's shallow and he ain't looking at me," and bad mouthing him because he didn't look her way and he wasn't trying to holler at her, even though this bitch hit the wall at 25. But I digress. And then she continues with this bullshit here, right here. This year has been incredible for white women, not women, white women, in Holly Weird. there has been an incredible, there has been unprecedented dialogue about issues like wage equality. Bitches, y'all make way more money than everybody else. You're the highest. Y'all get paid more than men. Actually, you Caucasian females get paid more than Caucasian males for just looking good and just fucking and sucking and just laying on their back and just using that I'm a woman to get more money, and they don't even do shit. They just use that affirmative action that's for black folks that never benefit off of affirmative action, especially black men. But I digress. And systematic bias, and most notably sexual assault and harassment. But you call Arena Pernu a liar. But I digress. We have spoken, and we have spoken loudly, and our voices, once muffled under layers of crinoline and repressed rage, we have been heard. What are you talking about? Who's nobody? Let me explain this. Let me explain this. Let me explain this to my people about these Caucasian chicks, especially these Jews. Ain't nobody can stop a Caucasian female from saying anything. A Caucasian female is entitled to her opinion. She can say whatever the hell she wants without no damn consequences. So they can miss me with that bullshit, but I digress. Heroines have emerged. Heroines have emerged. We are cracking open windows and beating down doors. The air is circulating and the light is pouring in. There are magazine covers and TV specials and parties and Insta celebrity and sorry about that. Insta celebrity instant celebrating insta celebrating the very real, very important and long overdue progress that has been made. But with that progress, there have been mistakes. There has been pain. Yeah, when you talk about black people being suffering again, but I digress. There has been a deep and gut wrenching reckoning in it, and not just for men. This year has been incredible for women. They're talking about white women. They're not talking about women of color. Okay, and Holly Weird. But I know I'm not alone when I say this year has also been hell. The day that Harvey Weinstein, who's not serving no jail time for what he has done, let me remind y'all, but I digress, was revealed to be a sexual predator. But wait a minute here. These same chicks who are accusing Harvey Weinstein of sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, and rape and abuse, guess what? They still fucked with him. They still worked with him. They still laid up with him. They still got intimate with him. I'm not buying what these Caucasian females are saying. I will give Selma Hayek and Lupita Nyong'o the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Then these Caucasian chicks. You know, the Selma Hayek is Mexican, and Lupita Nyong'o is I think is African, but she's from Mexico. Okay, I think she's African. I mean, no, I'm talking about. I know there's black folks, African descendants in Mexico, but I think that you know, currently in this modern times, that I think her family is from Africa and she's first generation Mexican. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? A secret that wasn't really a secret to women who make movies, a story we kept whispering to another another between past appetizers was thrilling. It felt like things were really changing. That morning in October 2017, I cheered, I clapped, I wrote an op ed. I was painfully aware on how much the content of the news in the coming days would activate and army and even uh, less aware to my plight. What plight do you have? You're a Caucasian female. You first of all, you are quote unquote a white female. You are a Jewish white female, a Jewish identified white female, a so-called Jewish white female identified, a so-called Jewish white female. You don't have no damn plight. So get out of here. Wasn't at all. I was not special because of my trauma. What trauma did you have? You raped and you sexually abused your younger sister. She has all that damn trauma. You dismissed another sister, even though she's mixed, a mulatto. You dismissed and disrespected Arena Pernu and her family by calling her a liar when it was proof that Murray Miller is a goddamn rapist. But I didn't know that was part of an army. So many of us have spent a long time hiding our trauma. No, you haven't. What trauma do you have as a quote unquote white female who calls themselves Jewish? What trauma is that? Can you answer that question? Miss Dunham, who don't have no damn man because she's fat and ugly as hell and hasn't washed her ass in forever. I bet her stuff when she sits down and opens her leg, she can clear out the whole United States of America. I'm talking about her. I'm talking about she open her legs. That smell will just will send everybody running out of this country. You know what I'm saying when you know where I'm going with this, y'all. That fat, I cannot stand that fat hog kike. I cannot stand her. It's like she. I'm not gonna even say if what I would want to do if I came in contact and recognized her. I'm gonna keep that to myself. At least I know I had even a chronic oversharer. I tended to have huge swaths of experience of my story, and I walked around feeling like such a victim. A victim of what, Lena Dunham? What are you a victim of? Why you can't get no date? Ain't no man checking for your fat ass. You ugly as hell and you a feminist. You want dumb shit and you racist. You're selfish. That's why you're by your damn self. And I hope she dies alone with that vibrator and suffering in Hitler's oven. Okay, but I digress. Like so many women, like so many white women, that's what she means. So many people, that white folk, that's what she's saying. Not us. She ain't talking about us. So let me throw that in there. I just disguise my pain with medication and stuff and chronic overwork. What pain are you talking about? What eating that fried chicken that you claim you hate? What eating them Passover that bread and all that Jewish fat and them foods and pierogies and shit? All that starchy foods with all that sugar and calories and shit. What are you talking about? Pizza? I know where you from, Lena Dunham. Come on, with your fat ass. You eat all these candies and all this grease. You ain't eating right, dieting, nothing. You ain't doing nothing with your body. And then you wonder why you ugly as hell. You hit the wall before you turn 25. Let me just keep going because it's so funny, y'all. It's just she's funny as hell. With social media and mindless dating and the random day-to-day drama we generate to stay of our own experience, I never stopped, much less to consider I might be capable of traumatizing somebody to the exact complaint I've always had about white man artists. But wait a minute, you defended Maury Miller. He's. You just defended your so-called Jewish counterpart. Let me just say it like that. You talk about white males, but you're defending Maury Miller, who's identified as a white male, and he has that Jewish past. and he's not. And none of y'all are the original Jews. I can't take her seriously. You gotta watch out for Caucasian females, especially those so-called Caucasian female chicks like Lena Dunham. They play both sides, and they think because they're a Jew that but they still side with quote unquote white supremacy. Okay, the Jews participated in the slave trade, my folks. The Jews have done so much damage to the black community and fucked it over, and contributed to the systematic oppression, institutional racism that exists out here. See, them Jews are the reason why they separate themselves from quote unquote traditional quote unquote whites, because they think they're better than them. They think they're better than the main white folks, quote unquote, the main white folks. Okay, think about it. These Jews think they think because, oh, I call myself Jewish, so I'm untouchable. You can't hold me accountable. You cannot crucify me. And you know the sad thing is, they do stay on code. My people, we don't stay on code. Everybody stays on code, but black people. Black people are so afraid to stay on code because they want to swirl. They want white validation. Anytime you want to swirl with somebody who has oppressed you, current from past to present, who has done so much pain and suffering, has committed genocide against your people, has raped and pillaged your people, terrorized your people, molested children. I'm talking about lynched your people, terrorized your people, broke up your family, sold you, owned you, forced you to work slave labor, forced your women to breastfeed their children, but she couldn't breastfeed hers. Lynched us, castrate us, used us as guinea pigs for these experiments and diseases. These racist medical experiments and butchering us, our genitals, and sterilizing us, putting diseases in our bodies, putting us in systematically oppressing us in poor living conditions, and we're forced to live in this slave like conditions of bad food. We don't have no jobs. We don't have no careers. We can't have our own businesses. Polluted air and water. Like Flint. We're being disenfranchised, raped and pillaged and taken advantage of. Gentrified too. Being constant homelessness. But y'all want to swirl. Y'all want to be a bed wench. Y'all want to be a bed buck with Brad and Becky. Some of y'all want to fuck with these Jews. I'm like, the Jewish Becky and Brad. I'm like, my people, it's like, y'all have no damn pride. Y'all talk about racism and complain about it, but y'all want to party with them. Y'all want to play. You want to play for these motherfuckers. You want to play in their leagues. Basketball, football. Y'all want to play hockey and baseball, boxing and shit. Y'all want to laugh and sing and dance and disrespect yourselves and be a minstrel to these colonizers, female and male. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand us, man. We're getting murdered out here by cops and these government officials and other Caucasian folks and these other ethnic people of color who are honorary whites and who have that colonized white supremacist mindset. But they're colonized minded too, got an inferiority complex. But they want to the only time they want to say I'm a person of color when it's convenient for them, but they're on team white supremacy. And my thing is, my people, it's getting real out here, and it's time. Our time's up. But let me finish. But y'all don't hear me. Y'all want a coon. Y'all want white validation. So be it. So I'm done talking about that. But let me finish. Lena Dunham was full of shit. She did not make no terrible mistake. Let me read. Also, I made a terrible mistake. I made a terrible mistake when someone I knew, someone I had loved as a brother, was accused. I did something inexcusable. I publicly spoke in his defense. There are few acts I could ever regret more in this life. I don't have the insider information I claimed, but rather blind faith in a story that kept slipping and changing and revealed itself to mean nothing at all. I wanted to feel my workplace, my world, and my world were safe, untouchable outside world, a privilege, and on itself, the privilege of ignoring what hasn't hurt you. The claim that safely calls someone else someone very special. This is the letter. This is the letter right here. Let me just. I'm gonna. This is the final part, and I'm done for the day. To Aurora, Aurora Perdue. I mean, I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name multiple times. Aurora Perdue. Okay, Aurora. This is what she says to Aurora. You have been on my mind and in my heart every day this year. I love you. I will always love you, and I will always work to right that wrong. In that way, you have made me a better woman and a better feminist. You shouldn't have been you shouldn't have been given that job in addition to your other burdens. But we're here we are, and I'm here asking how do we move forward? I ain't got to answer that question, but I'll finish up. Not just you, but I, and not just you and I, but all of us living in the gray space between admission and vindication. It was painful to realize that while I thought I was self aware, I actually internalized the dominant male agenda. Let me say this. First of all, Lena Dunham, you're full of shit. You support and maintain and benefit off of white white male domination. You actually it's more female dominated than we want to give it credit for. Without the support of the female, there's no domination. There's no male domination. So if you women ain't supporting a dude and you ain't putting them in power, ain't trying to help him get in power, then there's no male domination. But y'all love that power, that fake ass power, and that other superficial, shallow bullshit that comes with it. That white male power, that white male dom. First of all, they ain't no black male domination. They don't exist. We don't even think like that. This quote unquote Caucasian male, this Caucasian, this dominant Caucasian male agenda that y'all women support anyway, stupidly, but I digress. That asks us to defend it no matter what, protect it no matter what, baby no matter what. But Lena Dunham, before I continue, Lena Dunham, y'all ain't calling out these Caucasian females who voted for 45. Y'all ain't calling out these Caucasian females who voted for Trump in high numbers. Okay, I'm talking about damn near 60%. I think it's higher. You had Caucasian females voted for Roy Moore out in Alabama. You didn't call that out. You had these Caucasian females supporting these evil ass Caucasian males. You know why? Because they understand that they benefit off of white privilege and they want to maintain that white supremacy and white privilege. That's what they say. What the Caucasian female is not going to give up her white female privilege and white privilege just to benefit everybody else. Caucasians cannot survive without racism. That Caucasian female cannot do anything on her own. She uses people. The only women who could do stuff on her own is women of color, considerably black women. Okay, that's the only group of women who can do stuff on their own. Caucasian females can't do nothing on their own. There's always some simp ass dude doing something for them. You know understand what I'm saying? So these females, they're not calling out these women who voted for Trump, Roy Moore, and on these other corrupt, evil ass white males that they claim to hate. They still have babies by them. They still give them pussy, cook for them, serve them, pamper them, stand by them, even protect them. Okay? Okay, so y'all can miss me with that bullshit. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers. I'm tired of these women These women talk about, I don't like thugs, but see, the problem with women in general, y'all love them bad boys, y'all love them thugs, y'all love them terrorists, you love them evil ass males. Y'all think that's strength. Y'all think that's a man's man. No, it's not. That's a punk. That's a thug. That's a bitch. That's a son of a bitch. That's you who raised them and birthed and raised. You understand? Y'all females love them evil ass males. Y'all love them punks. Y'all love them Pookie and Ray Rays. And the original Pookie, the original Ray Ray, and the original Ray Ray and Pookie is a white male. The first baby daddy was a white male. The first deadbeat, first terrorist, colonizer, thief, murderer, killer, and the rapist was a white female. The first pedophile was a white female, and you know where and obviously he got it from her. The motherfucker, these motherfuckers who are fucked up in the head came from a fucked up female. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Again, no, 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 no. Let me tell you a lot. Do not trust these so-called white females. Do not trust these Jewish chicks too. They're one and the same. That Caucasian female and that so-called Jewish, so-called white identified chick. They're on the same team of Caucasian supremacy. They love that white male dominated. They love that white male patriarchy system. They support it and maintain it all the time. They keep sleeping with these dudes. They keep choosing them. That's why I don't take these women seriously when they complain about thugs and bad boys and jerks and womanizer. The first womanizer was a white male, for crying out loud. The first home wrecker, the first side chick, mistress was a white female. The first disease carrier, the first child killer, child abuser was a white female. The first bitch on the planet was a white female. Duh. Damn. But let me finish up. Protecting no matter what, baby. No, baby it no matter what, baby it. These women baby it by choice. These Caucasian females baby this white patriarchy. These Caucasian females baby and raise and nurture Caucasian male power. I'll say it one more time. These Caucasian females birth, baby it, and raise it and nurture it and stand by Caucasian male dominance. The quote unquote white male power structure, white patriarchy. They love it. Do not be a fool, my sisters. Do not be a fool, Negroes. Do not fall for this shit. Do not trust that Caucasian female. Something in me feels compelled to do that job, to tidy up, to shoe keep. You're doing that on your free will, Lena Dunham, so be quiet. My job is to ex expangate. Oh my god, I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Excavate that part of myself and create a new cavern inside me where a candle stays lit and always stays lit and illuminates the wall behind it where these words are written. See you, Aurora. I hear you, Aurora. I believe you, Aurora. Okay, this space is yours to do with as. Now, let me say this again. This space is yours to do with as you please. When you please, I will keep holding this space. It will always be there. Okay, let me say this. Let me say this is as you see this mannish chick right here, Lena Dunham. Let me tell you all this. And let me tell Aurora this. Do not accept her apology. And all you sisters, y'all better not accept her apology and fall for the fucking okie doke. Y'all sisters need to stay away from that white feminist movement. It is not for you. It's to destroy the black man. When you destroy the black man, you're gonna be fucked. That, let me say this again to black women. They're out here to destroy and kill off the black man. They are doing their best right now, killing us off, disenfranchising us, discriminating against us with this racist misandry tactic that they have. Gynocentrism is on team quote unquote white supremacy. Okay, when they gave y'all that mammy privilege, it was and told you not to trust your men, and to hate your own men, and to swirl. When they did that and saying you don't need a man, but they stay with their men, they know they need their men to be in their position of power. That's why we are suffering to this day, because you get these kike bitches, and you get these the Anglo-Saxon bitch lie to you and deceive you because you want to be her best friend. You want to have white friends. You want to be with that white man and have mixed kids and live in the sunset. Stop romanticizing that bedwitch plantation slave relationship. Okay? Romanticizing being a goddamn ghetto gagger, being a bedwitch, being a mammy to the colonizer male. Stop trying to get acceptance and validation, and stop trying to think that you're equal to the Caucasian female in the eyes of white males, quote unquote white males. They don't see you as an equal. They see you as an inferior nigger bitch. The Caucasian female sees you as inferior to her. She thinks she's better looking than you, even though she likes to, tan her skin and kink up her hair and get big asses, big titties. You know, she even tried to do she even tried to do her nails like y'all. You know how these Caucasian females are trying to get their nails done like black women, and try to get their toenails like black women, and try to get their feet to look like black women. They are so obsessed with us. They envy you. You are the original woman. Stop looking for the validation. Saying to your brothers, man. Stop. I mean, I'm telling you, you sisters, stop trying to hold black men to a white male standard when we should have our own standards. Y'all get mad when black men compare you to white women. You need to be more like white women. You black women need. Let me say it like this: when you got these coon ass niggas, these coon ass black males saying you need to be more like white women, and because they're so sweet and all that stuff, and not acknowledge the struggle and plight of a black woman and the pain and suffering that she has gone through. Same with you black women, you bedwench coon dumbass black bitches who think like this. I'm talking about bitches. When I use the term bitch, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not talking about all women who are like that. I'm talking about there's a difference between a bitch and a lady. I'm not talking about the ladies. I'm talking about the bitches. These coon bedwench swirling ass bitches. These pro swirling, I want to get with a white man type of bitch. Ghetto gang concubine hoe. When y'all compare the black man to a white man and say you ain't good enough, you forget the struggle and the pain and the suffering and what black men have dealt with and gone through worse than you. In the society, when you don't nurture your man and stand by your man and treat the good men like shit too, that's why we're suffering. So y'all gotta stop. This is why y'all need to stop fucking with these chicks. Get out of that Me Too movement, even though they stole it from a black woman. And fuck Tarana Burke. She's a goddamn coon anyway. Them black feminists, y'all black feminists like Amber Phillips, Jamila Lemieux, y'all nothing but a bunch of mammy coons. Y'all nothing but a bunch of bedwenches. Same with Amber Rose, talk about slut walks and shit. And Tiffany Haddish on that coon shit. Now Tiffany Haddish want to talk about she woken on and stuff because she got a wake up call. And let me tell y'all this, my people. Be aware of these reformed Negroes who call themselves pro-blacks, because there's a lot of them out there, because they are more dangerous than the original coon. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, and stop trusting these Caucasians. Every Caucasian person is racist in this establishment, and we actually allowed them to get away with it and be that way because we don't have no damn pride.